Hi guys, this is Pippo again. Today I want to show you something new that have come up with, the HyperStation Volume 1. Yesterday I showed a video, or in the last video I showed you how to build the HyperLoop Volume 1. That's the construction we see here. But first I'd like to address some feedback that I have gotten about HyperLoop 1.0. Most of the people said that it's working quite well for them, but I've also heard that it is sometimes misfiring or not really working as intended. However, I have also had my problems with this, but there's some things that I noticed do sometimes make it not work. Most of the time the reason it's not working, don't ask me why it's working this way, but if you have your build menu out like this and enter the HyperLoop, it sometimes won't eject you as it should. Of course, I'm not able to reproduce it now, but what I've noticed that most of the time it does not work. I am having my build menu out when I arrive somewhere or when I got out of the ejection port, and like this. If it's like this, in most of the time this is after a misfire, and I have been able to reproduce it sometimes or many times, but of course now when I want to show it, it works as intended. But that's one thing I really noticed. However, let's go back to the start, and I'm going to show you the HyperStation now. So I have been building some test benches here, and this is my final design for the first iteration of the HyperStation. That's version 1.0, and it has been working quite well for me. It works. Let's first explain what you can do with the HyperStation. It's an entry and another entry, so you come, for example, this way, and if you don't want to stop at the station, you just simply hold C for crouching. If you crouch, you just go through the HyperLoop into the next one, and you continue your journey to the next exit. However, let's show it, and then we will see what happens. So right now I'm holding C, and by holding C I just simply go through the HyperStations. When I let go of C, I will stop at the station. This works most of the times. I have had many iterations of design where you get killed after a certain speed, but now with this version it almost never kills you, and it almost never hits you, or how should I say, it almost never gives you any damage. We can try and see how fast we get and try to exit when we are really fast, to see what happens. Maybe we take some damage. No, it didn't even give me any damage at the moment, and I'm not having God mode on. I can show you by simply jumping down and getting some damage on purpose. So this is the HyperStation and my HyperStation testing bench. Of course this works in both directions. This is omnidirectional or multi-directional. And let's go back to the start again. I'll TP. Let's show an older iteration of it. This worked also quite well. It does not look as beautiful as the version 1, but it worked quite well, but it had some flaws, acceleration, and it gave you way more damage. As you can see, when I let go to stop, I die, and that's what I have been able to remove with the last iteration. Let's go back to start, and let's show you how this could be used in real life. This is my HyperLoop. It will accelerate me this way, I'm right now already holding C for crouching, and then we will travel through my system of long tubes with a lot of stations in between. I have gotten damage from radiation. That's not damage from the system. And when I want to step out of the loop, I just simply let go of C. Let's see it again, but travel through every station and be launched out of the exit. So we're traveling through. And we're at the exit. There's some things I noticed with the final design. It really does somehow prohibit you from getting too much speed. If I enter this one and do not get out, it turns up the speed up until infinity. That's not the case with this iteration. This iteration does somehow. I didn't press C. I will press C now. We will get up to speed and be stabilized somewhere between 30,000, 50,000 and 20,000 units, and get slowed down sometimes, get sped up sometimes, but we hold speed. We don't get accelerated up until infinity, and that allows us to get out, and I guess that's the reason why this design works that well. What all you guys have been waiting for is the build plan, or how to build it. I will show you right here. So let's disassemble this station. It's really quite easy to build. I have tried to make it at the least complicated that I can. Thing we do is just place a foundation like this. Then we place a wall. We take the wall conveyor wall mount, place it up there. We place a ramp this way, and then we place these entrances one tick from the wall to the center, one tick like that, and we connect this whole thing to our existing system. Make these two entrances and give them power like that, and now I can just enter the tube and it will work as a station. Let's go through the whole thing again, and I will stop one station before the end. I'm holding C, or else it would not work. And I guess it's this station right here where I want to stop. You see, I've gotten a little bit of damage, like a quarter of health bar, but it worked. Okay, guys, that has been it. As always, that's version 1. There's always room for improvement, but I guess that's quite nice. I really like the concept. It also looks quite well. You could even encapsulate it in a wall if you want to, and it should still work. This has not been tested though, but like this you really have a quite neat station. And yeah, that has been HyperStation version 1. Have a good one. Bye guys.